Donald Trump is making no apologies for his vulgar remarks Monday about Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton. Clinton and Trump have been trading shots since Clinton called him a liar during Saturday's Democratic debate, and then Trump said, no, she's the liar. And when he returned fire, he used a word that we're going to bleep out.
Hillary, that's not a president. She's not taking us to, everything that's been involved in Hillary has been losses. You take a look, even a race to Obama, she was gonna beat Obama. I don't know who'd be worse. I don't know. How does it get worse? But she was gonna beat, she was favored to win, and she got chunked, she lost.
I think we are not treating each other with the respect and and the care that we should show toward each other. And that's why it's important to stand up to bullies wherever they are, and why we shouldn't let anybody bully his way into the presidency.
The communications director for Clinton's campaign put out this tweet: "We are not responding to Trump, but everyone who understands the humiliation this degrading language inflicts on all women should. Hashtag I'm with her." Nan Hayworth is a former United States Congresswoman from New York, now a Carly Fiorina supporter.
Yes.
What do you have to say about Donald Trump's use of a Yiddish vulgarity for the male anatomy?
Contessa, Mr. Trump and every candidate is at his or her best when they stick with what we all need to be thinking about. And don't use language that's divisive, that's inflammatory, that does nothing to advance the arguments that, frankly, the American public really needs to hear. And Carly Fiorina, as you know, is a very serious candidate that way.
Carly Fiorina is the only woman on the Republican side right now.
Yes.
Is there a certain responsibility that comes with that to stand up even for Hillary Clinton, who is politically her opponent, philosophically opposed in many ways on stands, but still bearing the brunt of Donald Trump's angry language?
Well, and Carly Fiorina herself, as you know, has been the object of certain comments by Mr. Trump that frankly didn't need to be made and weren't appropriate to a presidential race. I mean, this is, this is creating heat but no light. And Carly Fiorina is a perfect example of the kind of dignity, the kind of resolve that, frankly, puts the lie immediately to the kind of language that Mr. Trump was using in that instance and certain others.
Carly Fiorina went on the radio today, Boston Herald Radio, and she was really furious about some of the language that has been used to her. She didn't mention Trump by name today, but of course he had said before, look at that face. He was making what appeared to be demeaning comments about her appearance. But today it was more focused on specifically Ted Cruz. Let me play it.
I started out as a secretary and worked my way up to become CEO of Hewlett-Packard. I have been called several B words. There's the B word that I won't say on air. There's also the term bimbo. You know, when I was when I became a manager for the first time, I was introduced by my boss as our token bimbo. There's no doubt that it's different for a woman, either trying to become CEO or trying to become president. But we cannot have candidates who insult women beat Hillary Clinton.
You know, it's amazing when you hear that kind of language in 2015.
Yeah.
She says that she's actually had someone say to her she was going full vagina for playing the gender card during last week's GOP debate.
Right. That was a Ted Cruz supporter.
Why is it, whether you are a conservative or whether you're progressive, that when women speak out, people who disagree with them resort to bimbo, the B word that rhymes with witch, or slut? Why are those the go-to bottom line opposition?
I think it shows that, you know, when you run out of substantive arguments to make, then, you know, people reach for invective and name calling. And whoever does it, whatever side of the aisle, you know, Mr. Trump, Mr. Cruz, or certainly, you know, Carly Fiorina's had comments thrown at her from the left side as well. You know, it doesn't become them. It doesn't help us to talk about the things that we need to, regardless of gender. You know, this is Carly Fiorina is an amazing candidate who has done extraordinary things and performed in ways that no other candidate has. Yes, she happens to be a woman, and she's very proud of that.
But Congresswoman, the women who are supporting Carly Fiorina, she's proud to say are not supporting her because she's a woman, that they believe in her stand and her. The point is, the Republicans, after 2012, went back to the drawing board and said, look, we've got to do something. We're losing women to Democrats. In 2008 by 14 points, in 2012 by 12 points.
And they're 53% of the American public.
You've got Trump. You've got, she was pointing out a Cruz surrogate saying nasty things.
Yes.
You had Jeb Bush saying that he didn't think that we needed to spend money on women's health care. A lot of things that...
Ineptly said, yes.
There was a lot of things that may have women who are thinking about Republicans pause. Does this hurt the party in the long run to have high-profile Republican presidential candidates using this kind of anti-women language?
You know, speaking as a Republican who was in the House of Representatives, as a woman, obviously, we have so many strong, forceful, assertive women on the Republican side who do us great honor and great credit, that I'm really not worried that the party is going to suffer, because I think Republicans reject this kind of language. I don't think it's going to reflect well on anyone who uses it. And we have, in the form of Carly Fiorina in this presidential race, a woman who clearly can more than assert herself in the face of any kind of challenges and be very impressive.
Do we need to hear from Carly Fiorina on the Trump comments specifically?
I think we need to hear from Carly Fiorina about her solutions for this country. And when she does that, then, Contessa, we have the kind of substantive leadership that proves that any comment or any name calling is not worthy of a presidential stage and of a presidential role. And I think that she will prove herself in that regard.
Nan Hayworth, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and to be with you.